Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Dollies and welcome back to Sky Factory 2.5. In the last episode, what did we do? We built the big reactor and we set up a little farm for pink slime. That is currently going. It hasn't produced much, it is very slow, but it is working. I have been getting meat and I have physically seen chickens thrown out. I almost wonder if I can get some more seeds and get more chickens in the hopper little container, because that would improve everything. I also made off camera a nifty little machine, actually an item that lets you measure distances. I did that because, see on the mini-map, I made a gigantic platform. This is going to be our magic platform, and this should be all we need for magic. All the space we need anyways. So we were going to start working on that a little bit today. We'll see how far we get with it, but I want to see if we can breed into these chickens, because if I can get more chickens, it will be better. Alright. So maybe I just need to come over here every once in a while and just breed a whole bunch of chickens. That'll give me more eggs and all that. This has depleted more or less all of the fuel in it. It's still producing a little bit, but it's also full. So let's actually deactivate the reactor so that it doesn't use any more Yellorium. And while we're over here, let's actually grab this guy. I'll take him with us for a little bit. I did some other things off camera, so obviously I've been, doing stuff with the tree. I've been trying to get more draconium, because we're going to need that for the draconium infused obsidian for the witherproof base little fighting area. But yeah, so over here I changed this around a little bit. I put a chest here that has filters for all the sand and gravel, and then had that feed into the two auto hammers, and then have those pump out into the rest of the system. I did this just because I was getting overflow back to this chest, and I also threw the lava generator that we made previously just right here, just to make sure everything was working. This is currently full. And then the other thing I did was really simple. I just put another item duct and a servo right here, so whenever any metals are put in here, they will pop into this and then automatically be pulled out. And I also put a hopper here just to feed the system a little bit more automatic. So as you can see, I have a decent amount of stuff. We're going to be using a lot of stuff today to make a handful of things, and the other thing we're going to be doing is starting with magic a little bit more. So let's throw those in there. I've been harvesting stuff as I've been going. Nothing too much here. I did plant a whole bunch of the Magnesio essence. And one of the things we're going to be doing today is going to make this a little bit better. But it's going to require power. And so that's the first thing that I want to work on. I'm trying to think. You know what? Let's place this right here. We'll put that like that. Configuration input there. Output like that. So all these guys should be getting power. Cool. So that'll be good. I'm just gonna let that run out. Drain it for just the sake of it. We're going to start working on a couple different things. So I have a whole bunch of machines here that I want to make, yeah, I forgot one, but it's not too bad. It's a fluid transposer. So yeah, the first thing we're going to start off with is these solar panels. So the solar panels are from SolarFlux. They are pretty easy to generate the first tier, but these only give, I believe, 2 RF per tick, so they're pretty terrible. But these take just redstone, mirror, which is just a whole bunch of glass, and some aluminum. Yeah, not too bad. And the next tier takes 8 of those, and then the next tier is a lot more complicated, but something that we should be able to do once we get an induction smelter. So let's get started on that. We're going to need, how many for this? So 4. Let's just make, I'd love to have one of these higher tiers. How bad is this? That's going to take a lot. How bad is the top? I'll need, yeah, a lot of stuff. So let's just make, I don't know, let's just make a bunch. We're gonna need some aluminum, which let's grab like 5 blocks. That should be enough. We're gonna need a lot of redstone, and we're gonna need a lot of glass, which I've cooked up. We'll probably just make enough so that we have glass. So 21. Is that a good number to do? Yes, that's gonna give us 14 solar panels. So if we just do this, and then we're gonna need a bunch of wood. Where am I going? Right here. And let's see, can we do it? Almost. Alright, so just a little bit more wood. Cool, so that is a lot of solar panels. And then we need to make the next tier, we need a piece of gold and some redstone. Let's actually try to make 2. So I guess let's put half a stack of sand in there. And we'll try to make enough so that we have 2 sets. So we're going to need, what, 2 more. And we'll be able to make 2 solar panel 2s. So obviously these are not going to be too useful when it's night, but when it's day they will be powerful enough. And once we get some machines up and running, we can start looking into making more. And it'll be a progression thing, but we'll get there. So let's get, I'm going to need a lot of tin. Let's get a decent amount of iron. Let's get, how many machine frames am I going to need? So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'd like to have 6 machine frames. So I'm going to need more tin. Yeah, I'm going to need a lot more tin. I don't really want to take that. So do I have, I do have enough for 2 more blocks. And that should be enough. So we can put this into action. Sand, I do have plenty of sand. There is 3, so actually I have enough. Okay. So put the glass in there. Let's take this out. Let's go ahead and make the other 2. Actually, I'm gonna need more, aren't I? I need 6 in total. Yeah, so this will work. And then like so. 1, 2. And we're gonna just need 2 pieces of wood, I think. I think that's enough. Alright, so there is the other 2 solar panels, and we can make another tier 2. And let's actually get these set down. The witch's oven is going to move so for the time being, we're going to put it over there. And I'm going to do something like this. So these are generating light. These are generating power, and then I'm going to feed them into a, I'll probably feed them into a hardened energy cell. So I also want to make another one of those. And yeah, so these will generate 4,000 RF per tick. That is a lot, and honestly if I can get a couple of those, I would probably use solar panels to power this setup with a battery, kind of like this, rather than anything else, just because that just makes the most sense to me. We have a decent amount of iron coming in. That's good. Let's get the iron cooking up, and we'll take the tin out. Alright, so we're going to want, because this doesn't take a machine frame, no, it just takes more gold and all that kind of stuff. Do I have, let's get a block of gold. A single block should be enough, but let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to need a lot of iron for this. We're going to need a decent amount of glass as well. So let's make sure we pick it all up. And let's do something like this. And hopefully I have enough glass. Cool. So 6 machine frames. That is good enough for now. The first thing I want to make is the induction smelter. So that's going to take some Invar, and okay, that's going to take a redstone reception coil. There's 2, 3, 4, and 5. Alright, so 5 redstone reception coils, not too bad. And yeah, so then we can start making this stuff. So the induction smelter is going to be a bucket, and then a whole bunch of Invar, which I should have a decent amount. Actually, I don't. Okay, that is easily fixed. Let's get some nickel, and let's actually turn this guy off for the time being. And let's see, 9 and 9 and 9. That should make a good amount of Invar. Let's throw that in there. Let's see, what can we do in the meantime? So the induction smelter is going to take a little bit of time just because I need to get the rest of the stuff. But the magma crucible, we need a leadstone energy frame. We're actually going to want 2 of these, so I'm going to need... Actually, no, I'm not. Let's get 2 blocks of redstone. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're going to need some lead. Might need more, so might as well make a little bit extra. But leadstone energy frames. 1 will go to the hardened energy cell. So I'll need a redstone conduction coil, which is some electrum, which I do have plenty of. I believe I'll need some copper. And more Invar, so 2, 3, I think. Is it 3? Yeah, it's 3, and then 4 Invar. So once this is done smelting, should turn all to Invar. If I counted right, it should be like 54. Okay. I knew it was going to be a divisible by 9. That was all that mattered. So let's get a block of Invar, and we should be able to go from there. So let's get like everything. Let's get the hardened energy cell first. So that 3 copper and the redstone. And we're going to go ahead and place this right there. Input, output, max RF. Yep, okay. Everything's good on that. So let's get... Ooh, I need more flux ducts. Hardened flux ducts. So I need lead and glass. And a bunch of redstone. And then something like that. Something like that, and there we go. And you know what? Let's actually pick up this guy, and this should be charging. Yeah, cool. So that has a lot of power stored up. I did use like all the redstone I have. I should have more. Let's see if I should have some more over here. I also have some loot bags to open. We'll do that in a little bit. Alright, I have 8 redstone here. Hopefully that'll be close to enough. I really need to expand these. Yeah, I have a bacon bag, worn out loot bag. I can actually do that. And go ahead and get the cake into there. Cool. So, Invar should be done by now. 5 blocks. I think that's enough. Let's get a bunch of Invar and let's make some more stuff. So, Induction Smelter takes 2 of the gears. Then 2 Invar, a machine frame, redstone reception coil, and the bucket. Then next is the magma crucible, which is also going to take 2 Invar gears. And then this also takes nether brick. Whoops, wrong one. Magma crucible, nether brick, which I can make with nether essence, or I can smelt down a bunch of the things, netherrack. But since I have the nether essence, let's make sure I have 9. I do. Let's just go ahead and make it from this, and then later I can make more nether nether essence seeds, nether seeds from this nether brick, because it doesn't really have much other use. So let's do this, that, and what was on top of the frame, there we go. Alright, I don't know why the cake didn't go through. I thought I put it. Alright, well, let's put this in here. And what's next? We need the fluid transposer. So it's 2 glass, a bucket, some copper gears. So a block will be enough. And 2 copper gears, a bucket, some glass, and then the normal machine frame, redstone reception coil. There we go. Let's start placing these guys down. So actually I want that to be blank. So we want pulverizer, we're gonna want fluid transposer, magma crucible, induction. We're going to turn all the configurations off for now, except for this one. We're going to do something like that. And this one's off. Alright, cool. So then I'll just run line across the top for the time being. So I'm going to need those hardened flux ducts. That's not going to work, because I need one more, and I don't really have the resources for one more. So let's do something a little bit different. Let's actually pick up all of these. Induction smelter can go there, and we'll do something like this. And get rid of that connection. And then magma crucible fluid transposer like that. Alright, and then I can expand here, and it's a little bit more compact. So let's sleep so our solar panels can charge. And this is going to let us, at least in the future, get more stuff. And I'm realizing, looking at the clock, that I'm probably not going to get to a lot of the other stuff that I wanted to do today. But it's actually, I want to take this and this. You know what? I was wrong. I don't like this. Let's take these down. I don't like having those where they are. So fluid transposer, magma crucible, and I'll get power to these in a sec. But let's continue making the stuff that we want to make. So we have 3. So I need 1 there, 1 there. I miscount. I made 6. I know what the last one is, but unless it was this that I was thinking, maybe that was the 6. But there's something else that I want to make, and that's a redstone furnace. That's going to require another redstone reception coil, so we'll need another piece of gold. Alright, so let's get all the other stuff. And yeah, so I'm gonna take that with me because we're gonna need it in a little bit. Let's get rid of the aluminum. Aluminum goes in there. Lead we shouldn't need. So let's see, we need more copper, another block of copper, and we can put 1 piece back unless we need it for this. We're gonna need another block, 1 piece back. Alright, let's make a whole bunch of copper gears. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. So we're gonna need some pistons as well. So we're gonna need wood. We're gonna need 2, just 2 pistons for right now. So that's 6 wood. And like so. Alright, and then we're also going to need flower pot plastic. So I'm going to need clay. Or bricks, rather. Do I have any clay laying around? I don't think I do. I have a little bit of plastic. I'm going to need more plastic as well. Alright, so let's get... Should have some dust. Yes, I accidentally made some dust. So I compressed it. Oh, I was having issues when I was powering this. I was having things go where they weren't supposed to, so I had to deal with that. But yeah, we're not gonna get to magic today. Where did I put those barrels? They're in here, aren't they? Yep. All right, so I need to go. I picked up that water source just because it'd be easier. So let's get a little bit of clay. I think that will be enough. We also need some more rubber, which I do have. Oh yeah, I have a lot more glass. And put that in there, and let's make the redstone furnace. Requires that, so we can go ahead and make this. So redstone reception coil, gold gears. So I'm gonna need a block of gold, and there we go, gold gears. We're also going to need 2 Invar axes, which is not too bad. And then some shears, and what this is going to make is a harvester. So this is the first machine that's going to let us automate farming a little bit. This machine, when it's powered, will harvest the crops. So if I put it over here, and it does a decent area, put it here, get a chest, let's grab some more wood, so 1, 2, there we go. There's a crafting bench right here. This will also make sludge, which will slow it down, so that's not good, but put a chest right there. We need to give it some power. Does this directly power it? It does. So as you can see, it's already automatically harvesting. Now, do I have? I do. It's only a 3x3 area, so if I want it to do anything halfway decent, I'm going to need to put those in front of it in a 3x3 area, which isn't too big of a deal, but I can do like here and like so, and then all of these. And this will automatically harvest all of it. Now, for the time being, I'm going to need to plant it myself. That is a downside of basically not having power supplies, and also not being able to really work underneath my base. But once I get flight, I can do that automatically. It'll harvest and everything. The planter is the other key to that. So I forgot I need to smelt these. Can't use my shovel. The shovel has silk touch. So yeah, let's just grab these. And actually, let's throw all those in there. Alright, so what else are we going to need? Anything else? The planter requires a flower pot, which is bricks, and then redstone furnace, just a piece of redstone. Okay. So yeah, we should be good to finish this off. Let's go ahead and do a couple of things. So block of iron, we can get rid of most of the metals. In fact, I think we can get rid of all of them. We're going to need one piece of redstone, so we can put the rest in there. I'm basically just going to have to wait and get more redstone so I can get more power lines in order to power the planter. But that's not going to be too big of an issue. Let's grab all of this stuff. One, let's put all the essence in there. We're going to take these, put them there. You can make upgrades for this machine, which isn't too bad to do. Let's take a look. Upgrades. The upgrades are here, so most of them upgrade radius, and it's just this raw plastic, golden nugget, redstone, and then whatever the material is. So everything from lapis, copper is a decent one, quartz, diamonds, emeralds to the top, and I have a decent amount of emeralds, so that's not too big of a deal. So that is well within the realm of possibilities, and even more so the realm of possibilities soon. So let's get the plastic. We need just 2 pieces. And let's do that. There's the flower pot. We can go ahead and make everything. So copper gears, pistons, and then the plastic makes the planter. That will plant the crops back, and it should work with the magical crops. And 2 bricks, and then the piece of redstone. We'll get the redstone furnace, which will give us more power, more smelting capabilities. So the redstone furnaces work decently fast. I just need to power it. And I guess the leadstone flux stuff will be just fine. It'll work. But yeah, so whenever we need any type of smelting, we can use this instead of the coal burning. So it's kind of nice. Now the last thing I want to look at this is going to be something that's going to be well into the future. And I can get rid of most of this stuff. Alright, so the next thing is the Dimlet Researcher, which is going to require some comparators. It's not bad. In fact, I made them not too long ago. How many more? I'm going to need, yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 stone. We'll put the planter in here for now. Take that plastic out and put it in here. We need some quartz, redstone. How much quartz do I have? I was about to ask if the other things would work, but I don't think it matters. I already need 2 redstone, some 7 iron, gold nuggets, and 2 lapis. Okay, so not bad. It's pretty cheap, to be perfectly honest. We are going to need some gold nuggets, which, do I have any lying around? I do. Actually, just enough. Cool. So we need to make the machine frame from RF Tools, and it's like this. We're going to need the comparators, which I believe are redstone torches, which I do have plenty of those in my mob system. So let's grab a couple of those, take that out, put it in there for right now. We have 3 legendary bags, which is really nice. 3, 4, 5, 6. And yeah, so we should be able to make this pretty quickly here. And I'll explain what it's used for. So there's the comparators, machine frame, iron, redstone, and then the last ingredient is kind of the purpose of making this. I know I have some somewhere. There they are. Unknown dimlets. So we just put this in here and we get the Dimlet Researcher. So I'm going to set this for the time being. Just put it right there. So this will get power, and the whole point of this is to research these unknown dimlets. Now, if you're unfamiliar with RF Tools, the basic idea is you get these dimlets to make different dimensions that you can then travel to, and while you're there you can it's another world. The special thing is these dimlets will come in all kinds of different abilities. So this one is Biome Jungle Hills. Now it's not very rare. Rarity 1 is the lowest. I think rarity 6 is the highest. But this will create, this will allow you to create worlds that have the Biome Jungle Hills. This one is Liquid Sludge. So this one will allow you to generate a world where the liquids are sludge. So the basic idea of this is if you get good dimlets, you can make some really overpowered worlds. Think about like a world full of diamond blocks, or a world where the liquid is, I don't know, Manulin, or even better, Yellorium. Yellorium is actually, you are able to get it in liquid form, and those are some very powerful worlds. Worlds of Draconium, or there's worlds that you can make that have nothing but withers, or dragon. So the Ender Dragon naturally spawns in this world. Now these worlds require different create costs and maintenance costs, so it's very RF heavy, so a lot of energy to make these. But material, you can get basically any material that you want. One that I would love to get is, so you can get Mnesia ore dimlet. That one's actually pretty cheap, and you can set things so that different, what are they called, modifiers, controllers, I think, no, weather, yeah, there's a lot of different things, features, different digits. So when you generate a world, it will create a random thing. It will create a random world. And if you create another world with the same settings, it will create the same one. So these digit dimlets will allow you to create other worlds, basically. But there are... Yeah, so like Yellorium, that one's pretty expensive, but there should be one that's a little bit better. Molten Ludicrite, that is really cheap, but it's... What I'm looking for is Molten... where is it? Bedrockium, that's a little overpowered. Plutonium. This one is incredibly cheap, and it's probably one we'll take advantage of because the big reactors can use either Yellorium or Plutonium, and they're essentially equal. So yeah, dimlets are very, very, very powerful things. We'll get into these much later, but when we do and are able to make a couple worlds that are decently decently profitable, it's going to be crazy. Trying to think. Features none. I think it is the controllers. Default, maybe? I don't know. Single dimlet. I think that's the one you want to make, but ooh, that's a much more expensive recipe than it used to be. But that's okay. We'll get to that point at some point. Let's, for the time being, store these dimlets down here. And let's open some loot bags before the end of the episode, so let's do that. We have Crimson Cultist hat. That's kind of cool. And the boots, plus some lamb with mint sauce. So we can get some food into our stuff. Why is this not going over here? Alright, so that worked. I don't know why they weren't going over there, but whatever. Crimson Cultist robe, mana pearls, a notch apple. That's going to come in handy very soon. Let's see, we got just some gold coins there, and in the bacon bag, bacon and pork chops. So I'm going to throw all of this in here and just let these go for a while. Wow, that is a really good food source. That generates a lot of RF. So yeah, I think I am going to go ahead and call the episode here, though. We did a lot of crafting. We got a lot of machines up and running. Pretty much one of the things I'm going to be wanting to do is upgrade these solar panels and then upgrade this farm. See if it's harvested anything yet. Nope, not yet. But as you can see, this starts making sludge. The sludge isn't bad unless it's in the world. The only bad thing about it is it does cause this machine to go a little bit slower than I'd like, but you can deal with the sludge, but we won't for a while. Not until we can build underneath our base. And I could, go down there a little bit and build out and do stuff, which we might actually. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But next time, I think we're going to get into magic a little bit more. For once, we haven't done much with magic, and I want to get into Botania and get that done. But before we do, I need to, before I forget, there is one thing that I forgot to do. There is some quests in here that we did. Specifically upgrading the mob farm to kill the monsters automatically, which it now does. It's just a spike, but it counts, so I'm clicking it. You can't stop me. So yeah, we just need to build a second layer below, and yeah, for the most part, everything else is kind of still waiting for us to do, but we'll get to those. Like I said, while I wait for more Ender Essence to get more Endstone and Draconium, I'm going to prep, and we're going to work with some magic next time. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will see you guys in the next episode. Bye!